Kevin, where are you? Are you going to be late home tonight? I thought you promised me that you would take over bath time today and put the kids to bed for me.
Sorry, I can't do it. You'll have to do it yourself. You're always putting the kids in the bath, so what difference does it make if you do it today too?
What? But you said that you would come home early tonight, no matter what. I'm always in charge of bath time, so can't you take care of it for me once in a while?
It's not my fault I've got work to finish off. Quit blaming me for stuff that's out of my control. If you're gonna complain, then will you take it up with my managers?
You know that I can't do anything like that, and you just get upset if I really did try and interfere. I understand that you're really busy and you've got a lot to deal with, but don't you think that you're relying on me too much when it comes to the kids? I'm practically doing everything alone. I wish you'd help out more with taking care of them. The kids would love to spend more time with their daddy too.
Why can't you understand that I want to spend more quality time with them as well? I just don't have the time. You have all the time in the world to play around and run around with them, but I've got work to do.
I'm not as unoccupied as you think, Kevin. I'm busy doing all the housework while you're gone. I'm busy working too, while taking care of the kids and making sure that they don't hurt themselves.
Yeah, but you work from home. You don't have to go anywhere, and don't even have to care about your appearance. You can be in your pajamas all day and nobody would know. It's not even proper work. It's just stuff you do when you have some free time. There's no deadline and no rules.
But that's the thing. I never have time to get anything done. And that's why I've been getting up super early lately so that I can get some work done before you and the kids wake up. To be honest, I don't think I've slept more than 5 hours in the past few months. And it's beginning to really get to me.
Then why don't you just sleep when the kids sleep? It's as simple as that. You're the one that made the decision to wake up earlier. So what's the point of complaining to me? What, did you want me to applaud you for waking up early and for working so hard? Do you mind not picking stupid fights with me?
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just trying to tell you how busy I am too.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you how busy I am. I've got to go to the office every single day. Deal with the people there, whether I like them or not. And I have to spend long hours sitting at my desk. If I could stay home all day and do nothing like you, I'd rather choose that. You don't have any right to complain about how busy you are.
Do you really have to say it like that? Parenting should be a job for both parents, not just the mother. Of course you're at work during the day, so I have more free time, but that doesn't mean that you have to leave everything to me. I wish you'd help out in the evenings.
I told you, I'm busy right now. But it's just for this peak season. I'll get more time when it's over. Do you really have to make such a big deal over me being late home? I told you I'd be home as soon as I could leave the office. Can't you see that you're just stressing me out by asking me when I'm getting home?
But it's not just this one time. I'm mentioning it because it's already happened several times. We haven't even been out as a family these past few months because you've been so busy. You've barely spent any time with the children, too. I just think that you can make more of an effort to be here and see them before they go to bed.
I'm tired. I'm working my ass off, so don't I deserve to relax on the weekends? But you're always telling me to take them out to see some kids' movie. I never get any time to myself. It's always about the kids. Whenever we choose where to eat, it's where the kids want to go. And the movies we watch in the cinema are PG and below. I'm not interested in wasting any more of my precious free time on the kids. If you're going to insist on putting them first, then you can deal with them on your own.
They're still young, of course. Our lives are going to revolve around them for a few years. You can't expect them to be able to do everything by themselves the second they're born. Even if we wanted some time to ourselves, both your parents and my parents live too far away for us to rely on them to babysit. And we don't have anyone else we can ask to watch over them. I understand that you might feel like you don't get any time to yourself, but you're not alone. We're in this together, right?
I'm not interested in sacrificing everything for kids. I have my own life I want to live.
I'm not saying that you should. I don't think of it as sacrificing anything. But now that we're parents, our first priority should be the kids. There's a lot we have to endure, and there's a lot we have to give up, like time and money. But I think that right now, it's important to put raising the kids before anything else. They won't need us forever, so we might as well make the most of this period in their lives.
Sounds like we have completely different opinions when it comes to the kids. I'm trying to tell you that I'm not happy with our life right now. I didn't ask for this.
Really? You're not satisfied? Even though you spent the last few months doing pretty much whatever you want? What more could you need?
It stresses me out every time you complain about me coming home late. I come home and the living room is a mess and the kids' toys are all over the place. I can't even sleep properly because we have the kids sleeping between us. They're always kicking me awake. I can't get any rest from work, and yet you're always demanding that I work harder when it comes to taking care of the kids. It's too much. I can't take it anymore.
Kevin, I'm sorry. I'll try not to mention it anymore. But I just hope that you'll at least try and spend more time with the kids. It doesn't have to be every day, just whenever you can, please.
Yeah, alright. I can't promise it, but I'll play with them when I can. Happy?
Yeah, I think that would make them really happy. They're always asking when you'll next be able to give them piggybacks and things.
Okay. I already promised I would play with them, didn't I? Why do you have to bring the kids up and make me feel bad for not being there all the time? Sheesh.
I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm sorry, I didn't think.
Anyway, you mind not bothering me about spending more time with the kids for a while? I'm doing my best, and I don't need you putting pressure on me. I've got to focus on work right now, and I can't get anything done if I'm stressed out by you. I'm just asking for a short break from being a dad, alright?
Kevin, can we please talk when you get back from work tonight? We have some things we have to discuss, and we can't keep putting it off like this.
I don't even know what time I'm going to be home. Can you get off my back?
Are you seriously going to run away from this?
What? What do you mean, run away? I'm not running away from anything. I just don't see the point in talking. I'm fine with the way things are and don't see any need to change anything.
You were cheating on me! Of course we should talk about it. Her name's Sylvia, isn't it? Your ex-girlfriend? I didn't even know that you were still in touch with her. Since when have you been talking?
What does it matter? We went out to have dinner. It was harmless fun.
I'm bringing it up because it wasn't just a meal you had together. Sure, it must have been harmless to the both of you, but our marriage isn't going to survive this if we don't talk. I saw the messages you've been sending to each other. If you only had dinner, then what does "I loved how rough you were with me last night" mean? How are you going to make excuses for that? There's no way you only had dinner. What were you doing with her? Go on, tell me.
You're overreacting. That's not what that means. You're letting your imagination run wild because of an innocent conversation. In the first place, what are you doing looking at my phone? What's wrong with you? Don't I get any privacy? Obviously, you don't have any morals. You think it's okay to go through my phone without my permission.
You're the one that fell asleep with your phone unlocked while you were messaging your ex. I came home yesterday and found you sleeping on the couch with your phone on your chest and noticed the messages you were getting in real time.
That's just an excuse. I think most people would just look away if they noticed that it was something private.
So, are you going to explain yourself? I can't believe that you were actually cheating on me all this time while I was busy taking care of the kids all on my own. You're the worst, Kevin.
I'm not cheating on you, Nala. Are you stupid or what? You can't accuse me of having an affair when you don't even have any proof.
You're not going to admit it? That's just so typical.
I just went out to have some dinner with my ex-girlfriend. That's all. I needed some time to myself, and all you want to do is complain. So I asked her out to dinner. What's so bad about that? I told you that I'm busy and needed some time to relax. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? You said that I could, remember? You also promised that you would cut me some slack.
Yeah, but I only said that because you said that you hadn't had enough sleep, and said that you were already stressed out enough by work. I never expected that you would go out and have a meal with your ex-girlfriend.
So what if she's an ex? Better than going out with some random woman you don't know, right? And I don't regret asking her out. She was looking pretty good even after all these years. She's still just as beautiful as she was when we were dating. She's the same age as us, but she hasn't changed one bit. In comparison, it's a shame what time has done to you. You look your age and more. I guess it's really over for women when they have kids. You've gained weight and you look like a grandma more than a mother.
Is it that fun talking down to me? You're insulting me and you think that it's funny?
No, I'm not having fun. Why do I always have to be the bad guy? I'm just stating an opinion. Can't you take a joke? What are you so upset about? If you're going to get upset over me praising Sylvia for the way she looks, then you're just agreeing that she does look better than you.
I don't want you seeing her anymore. Please.
Why should I do what you tell me to do? I'm free to be friends with whoever I want.
I'm your wife. Can't you just consider doing as I ask? I'm not comfortable with you seeing her. Besides, if you have the time to go out and have a dinner with other women, shouldn't you spend more time with our children?
I told you I'm tired of parenting. Why should I have to do anything after spending the entire day at work? I went out with Sylvia to build up my motivation to go back to work and make it through the week. If I don't get some time to myself, I'm going to lose sight of why I have to work so hard. Do you mind not getting in the way of my leisure?
You think that we're in the way? Are we not a good enough reason for you to want to work hard? Do you understand just how selfish you're being right now?
It's my life. I'm just doing what I want to do. That doesn't make me selfish, it makes me smart. I decide how I want to spend my time. Not you. I'm not your puppet.
Kevin, we have 2 young children together. We have a responsibility to take care of them and put them first.
Yeah, and I'm fulfilling that responsibility by working and earning money to pay for the bills and the food you all eat. I'm doing more than enough. You're the one who needs to do your job properly and actually clean the house while I'm at work. It's always a mess when I get home.
Are you saying that you think our current situation is fine the way it is? That there aren't any improvements that you can make?
Huh? I never said that. There's still plenty you could do to improve. There's a lot of stuff that I kept quiet about because I thought it was the best that I just shut up and keep it to myself. For example, I don't see why I have to do the laundry on the weekends. You should just get all the laundry done on the weekdays. And I want to be able to spend my money on the stuff I want to. I earned it, so I deserve to spend it however I want.
Oh, really? All right, if that's what you want. Then I won't expect anything from you anymore. I'll raise the kids on my own.
Yeah, that's what you should have done from the start. I never wanted to live like this. I didn't think that I would have to be tied down like this just because we had kids. Nah, I'm not coming home for a while.
Kevin, so you're serious about getting divorced?
Yeah, how many times do I have to tell you I don't want to be together anymore? That's why I left the divorce papers on the living room table. I want you to sign them and get them filed.
Fine, but once they're filed, there's no going back. You made this decision, so you better not regret it.
Why would I regret divorcing you? My new life will start once I'm free of you. I don't want to hear the kids screaming and wreaking havoc in the house anymore. I want to sleep in peace and I want to spend my money on myself. I'm sick of my life revolving around the kids. I want to be at the center of my own world. I'm getting together back with my ex-girlfriend. We're going to enjoy a life without kids. So hurry up and sign the papers and let's get this over and done with.
I'm done. I've signed them. And I've also gotten them filed.
What? I haven't heard anything yet.
Talk to your lawyer. He should have received a notification from my attorney.
Oh, really? I'll check with him later. But I guess this means that I'll finally be single again. I'm gonna be free!
Are you sure about that? I'm pretty sure that your ex-girlfriend is a single mother with 5 kids. I think you're going to end up a lot busier than you were up until now if you get back together.
Huh? My ex? Has 5 kids? Quit messing around, Nala. She's single. It's impossible for her just to have had children. Just look at her. She doesn't look like she's given birth to 5 kids.
It's up to you whether you believe me or not, but I'm warning you. I'm demanding plenty of child support and compensation.
I can understand the child support. Why should I pay compensation to you? I'm the one that wants compensation for the mental strain I suffered because of you.
I want compensation because of the affair you were having, of course.
You don't have any evidence.
I'm warning you because I have evidence, idiot. Did you really think that I wasn't going to do anything after I read your messages? You weren't even cautious of me investigating you. You didn't care what I thought, and went and met with your ex almost every single day for these past few weeks. Of course I wasn't going to let you get away with it. I hired a private investigator and had them follow you.
Ha! I'm not surprised. You had plenty of time on your hands. You might as well have followed me yourself. So what if I went to blow off some steam? I bet you slacked off on taking care of the kids while you were looking up PIs.
I hired an investigator because I'm too busy taking care of the kids.
Great, you just love getting in my way, don't you? Don't you think that's a pretty pathetic way of living? Your only meaning in life is to bring other people down.
Really? I think that I was more pathetic when I was living with such a heartless husband like you.
Sure, well, say whatever you want, but you're not gonna think that for long. I feel sorry for you. I don't mind paying child support and compensation. Especially since you're gonna have to raise 2 children on your own. But don't come crawling to me when you realize you want me back. You better not give the kids up for adoption when you realize that you're not a good enough mother for them, and can't even put food on the table without my salary keeping that roof over your heads. No matter how miserable you get, I'm never going to help you out. You'll just have to deal with everything on your own. Nala! She tricked me!
Huh? More importantly, do you think you could hurry up with this month's child support? I haven't received any payment yet. If you're going to be difficult about it, then I'll just have to take you to court and apply for the judge to seize your money.
I don't have time for that. I've got bigger issues to sort out right now. It's about Sylvia. You were right. About everything. She really was a single mother. And there really were 5 of them. They're all crazy little animals. And Sylvia says that they all have different fathers. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I wouldn't be surprised if she was still in touch with some of them too.
What? Why didn't you tell me? I ended up getting married to her just the other week. She didn't introduce me to her kids until after all the procedures were over. I don't know how she kept them under wraps. There was no way I could have realized. She was lying to me. This counts as marriage scam, right? How am I supposed to live with 5 children?
There's no use asking me for advice. Why don't you talk to Sylvia and tell her that you don't want to be a father, just like you told me?
I would if I could. It's impossible to get her to come home and talk. She's been leaving all her kids to me and going out to party every single night. She doesn't come home until the next morning and spends the entire day asleep. She's a failure as a mother. How am I supposed to keep on living like this?
What, really? How fitting. You were doing the exact same thing to me. You had me take care of the kids all on my own and didn't do any of the housework, and even had the nerve to go and cheat on me.
What? How is it the same? I'm taking care of 5 kids alone. You only had to deal with 2. And the youngest one here is still only 2 years old. He's still wearing diapers and Sylvia never changes them. So he's always crawling around with a bulging diaper. I can't believe that she can just leave him like that. The entire house is a mess too. It's like a breeding ground for pests. I can't believe this is happening to me.
How did you not notice how sloppy she was before you got married?
Because the apartment I was always going to meet her in was a different one. Apparently she was borrowing a friend's place to see me. Her friend's living with her boyfriend and hardly ever comes home. So she was using it to meet with guys.
Is that so?
She said that her mom was coming to clean up and take care of the kids before we got married, but apparently her parents got pissed off of her when they heard that we had been having an affair before we got married. They won't answer any of her calls, and we don't have anyone else to rely on. And then this hell started the second we got married. After we got married, I came to this house for the first time and she introduced me to her kids. I've been working hard this past week, but I can't take it anymore. Hey, can you tell me who I should call? Her parents, or should I call Child Protective Services?
Look it up yourself, Kevin. Anyway, make sure you transfer the child support ASAP. If you don't pay for it this month, I really will take you to court.
Hey, wait a second!
What?
Nala, I seriously don't know what I should do. I realize just how much you've done for me, that I've always been relying on you for everything. I really do regret now realizing how much you mean to me much sooner.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'm glad you finally understand how much trouble I went through to keep the house in order.
I can't bear Sylvia's attitude towards hygiene. And if her kids keep on living in these conditions, I just feel really bad for them all.
Before pitting some other woman's family, maybe you should have thought about what you could have done for your own family. I wish you could have been just as thoughtful when you were living with us.
Yeah, but our kids were fine because you were taking care of them properly. And now, I think I can help out around the house too. My own kids are more important to me. I'd rather come back home and take care of them. That's why I want you to help me, please. I want to get away from here.
Why on earth should I help you?
But if you help me convince Sylvia to sign the divorce papers, I can come back home. I can help you take care of the kids. That's what you want, right?
Huh? I don't regret getting divorced. I was thinking about leaving you ever since I found out about your affair. And that's why I was looking for evidence of your affair for so long, so that I could have the advantage when it came down to demanding compensation.
But you want me to come back if I'm going to start helping off the kids, don't you?
Oh, don't make me laugh. How does that change anything? I'm going to be frank. I think that divorcing you was the best thing I could have done. Even if you swear that you're going to help take care of the kids from now on, I'm not convinced. The fact that you didn't do anything when you were living with us, and that you had an affair weighs a lot more. I'll never forgive you, Kevin.
Nah, I'm sorry. I won't act so selfishly anymore. I promise that I'll help take care of the kids. And I'll make it up to you and the kids for the rest of my life. For not cherishing more and for hurting you all. So please, Nala, would you please take me back? I won't make the same mistake ever again.
I'm telling you that it's already too late. We're divorced, and we're never getting back together again. You can't just decide to jump back into our lives just because the new life you started with your ex-girlfriend wasn't what you expected it to be.
Yeah, but it'll be easier on you if I'm there to help you out, right? You need me. You can't seriously think that you can raise 2 kids all on your own. It's way too much for you to deal with.
Yeah, it's a lot. But I was aware that there would be no going back once I signed those papers. I chose to divorce you regardless of how much more weight I would have to bear after you were gone. But now, I've moved back in with my parents, and thanks to that, I have their support and encouragement. To be honest, I've had an easier time living with them than I ever did when I was with you. I don't have to wake up at 4 in the morning just to make time to work and get breakfast ready either. There's been nothing but good things since we got divorced. Nothing will make me want to get back together with you.
Nala, I'm really sorry. I was completely at fault. What was wrong to treat you like that? Alright, we don't have to get back together. Could you just help me get through this right now? I've got to escape this hellhole. My parents have stopped talking to me ever since I told them that we had separated. So I don't have anyone else to rely on. You're the only person I can ask.
You reap what you sow, Kevin. I can't believe that you actually have the nerve to ask me to help you. Before asking me, maybe you should try and deal with the problem yourself. In the last few months of our marriage, you not only left all the housework and parenting to me, but you also broke our vows by cheating on me. And then, you demanded a divorce so that you could marry your ex-girlfriend. You were the one that said you were sick of your life with us, remember?
I was so wrong, and so selfish. I was just being a kid. I didn't think about your feelings at all. Come on, please? Can't you help me? I'm begging you. If I keep on living like this, I won't be able to keep up my work at the office. I'll lose my job.
No matter how miserable you get, I'm never going to help you out. And you'll just have to deal with everything on your own. Do you remember that? You said all that months back. I have no intention of helping you either. No matter how miserable you get. No matter how much you beg me for help. That's what you get for leading me around by the nose. And then for betraying our family. This is what you wanted, isn't it? You should make the most of the life you asked for. After that, my ex-husband ended up contacting Child Protective Services and attempted to get them to take in Sylvia's children. Apparently, they had a massive argument when she found out that he had called CPS behind her back. But even then, she wouldn't give him the divorce he wanted. It seems that he really has been regretting the fact that he hadn't been putting our children first during our marriage, and has been paying child support every month without fail. I think that he should spend the rest of his life reflecting on his actions, and hope that he spends the rest of his life being sorry about abandoning us for his own selfish reasons. Even after returning to my parents' house, I've been working from home and balancing it with raising my children. Nothing much has changed in terms of what I've been doing every day, But now that I have my parents supporting me when it comes to the kids, I feel like a weight has been taken off of my shoulders. Next year, I plan on looking for an office job after my eldest starts elementary school, so I hope that I can cherish the free time I have left with them until then. It's true that raising children means that you don't get as much private time to yourself, and there's a lot of restrictions. However, I think that the joy my children bring me is worth much more than any happiness I could find on my own. It can be tiring and painful at times, but I want to overcome all those obstacles with a smile and take good care of my kids.